What up, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me at DMac_LA. Don't forget to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. For all the latest Dodgers news and rumors, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and most importantly, give me all your takes right down below in the comment section. I want all your takes on today's topic right down below in the comment section. And for all the latest Dodgers news and rumors, head over to DodgersNation.com. What's going on, Dodgers Nation? I know you guys are still relishing in the Dodgers winning their first World Series title in 32 years. The championship life has been amazing. I'm loving it. But now that the piece of metal, Commissioner's Trophy, has been hoisted, the offseason is officially underway, and the Dodgers have some big decisions to make regarding some of their key free agents. You got Justin Turner, Blake Treinen, Joc Pederson, Kiké Hernández, Alex Wood, Jimmy Nelson, Pedro Baez. They're going to have to decide which of those players will they bring back to defend this title, and the club already declined Jimmy Nelson's $2 million option last week. They owe him a $500,000 buyout, and I think there's a good chance that the majority of these players do not return to the organization. I think that there's one player that's a lock, and that's Justin Turner. I don't even want to have a long conversation about it. Justin Turner will be retiring in Dodger Blue. He's meant so much to this team, this community. He's been clutch his entire postseason career. You throw his home run up there in Game 2 of the 2017 NLCS up there, even this postseason. So many clutch at-bats. He got to Morton with that bomb there in Game 3 that really changed things. And how about the double play against the Atlanta Braves? He's the glue to this clubhouse. Everyone knows that. Justin Turner, I'd sign him to a 2-year. Everyone says 2 years, $25 million. How about 2 years, $30 million? Little work past due contract, a la Kobe Bryant. You give him a little bit at the back end there for how much he's meant to this club. And look, they call him Ginger Jesus for good reason, because he saved this franchise on so many different occasions. And to me, he's right behind Clayton Kershaw as far as the most important Dodgers in this run. Without Justin Turner, there would be no World Series title. There would be no 3 World Series appearances in the last 4 years. So you have to pay Justin Turner and make sure that he ends his career in Dodger Blue. And yes, he's getting up there in age. He's closer to 40 than he is to 30. But this year, at age 36, he hit .307 with 4 home runs. And then in the postseason, after getting off to a slow start, he improved each round. In the NLCS, he hit .280, had a home run. And then in the World Series, he was at his best, hitting .320 with an OPS of 1,066 with 4 doubles and 2 home runs. So Justin Turner, he played well in the postseason. And then also, you groom him to be the next Dodger manager. So Justin Turner is going nowhere, but after that, it's a real toss-up. And we're going to talk about who the Dodgers should consider bringing back from that group of free agents. But first, Andrew Friedman was on MLB Radio, and he talked about the Dodgers' offseason needs. They're thinking about a right-handed bat and adding a couple relief arms. Here's Andrew Friedman on MLB Radio.
Adding a reliever or two, is something that we're going to keep an eye out on. And kind of sift through. And really for us, it's about identifying the talent in a vacuum, but also then just trying to get as many diversified looks as you can in the pen. We had almost too much overlap in terms of guys and their repertoires, and so getting some diverse looks out there. And then I think a right-handed bat. And with our positional versatility and flexibility, we have some options on where that possibly could fit, but trying to get a little bit more balance without tipping too far the other way.
So a couple takeaways from Andrew Friedman there. One, they're going to bolster this bullpen. They're going to try to add some arms and try to create a more dynamic bullpen where you have power arms, you have some off speed, you have guys that can mix it up between lefties and righties, and they know what they have now in Kenley Jansen, which quite frankly isn't very much. He's a Dodger legend, the all-time saves leader with 312 saves, but you saw what happened there in the postseason. He was shaky during most of his outings, had some nice moments, but there's no way that he can be the everyday closer, especially in a 162-game season. And then Pedro Baez, he's going to be gone. It's going to be bye-bye Baez. The question is, do you bring back Blake Treinen? Now, Blake Treinen, it was a nice bounce-back year for Blake Treinen. He finished in the 95th percentile in average exit velocity. He had the 3rd highest ground ball rate among relievers this year. In the regular season, just over 25 innings pitched, he had a 3.86 ERA, a 111 ERA+, and then in the postseason, through 11 1/3 innings pitched, had a 4.6 4.76 ERA, gave up that big home run in Game 1 of the NLCS to Austin Riley, but he also had some big moments. That save in Game 5 really set the tone, gave the Dodgers a lot of momentum heading into the clinching Game 6. Now, will the Dodgers be signing Treinen? I think that depends on a couple of factors. I think, one, how does the market look? Will teams be aggressively looking to pick up guys like Blake Treinen, formerly elite relievers? He's 32 years old. He proved himself big in some moments in this postseason, but I think the Dodgers, if they can get a team-friendly deal, something along the lines of a 2-3 year deal, $6 to $7 million per, I definitely think you consider bringing back Blake Treinen. Some of his peripherals don't look that attractive, but if you see the spin rate, if you see he still does have elite stuff, the velocity is still there, that two-seamer is still very effective, so I think the Dodgers will definitely take a hard look at re-signing Blake Treinen, and I think they should. And then there's Kiké Hernández and Joc Pederson. Of all the Dodgers in this free agency class, outside of Justin Turner, it's tough to imagine Kike and Joc playing with anyone other than the Dodgers, and they could both be gone in one off season. Dodgers Nation recently conducted a poll where they asked, who do you want back out of Kike and Joc, and almost 75% said it was Kiké Hernández. So first, let's start with Kiké Hernández. This year, he slashed 230, 270, 410 with a 680 OPS, 5 home runs. Then in the postseason, he hit 214, OPS 755, but he also had one of the biggest hits in Dodgers postseason history. Game 7 against the Braves, Kiké Hernández hit the big game-tying home run.
Hernandez hits one in the air, left center field. This game is tied.
So Kiké Hernández brings a lot to the table. As a utility player, he's very dynamic, can play multiple positions. He can come up in big spots, give you big hits from the right side of the plate, can give you some occasional power. But if I'm Kiké Hernández, I'm saying I got to go somewhere where I can prove myself as an everyday player. I want to get paid. I want to be an everyday player and see what I can do if I have a spot every single day in Major League Baseball. Now, theoretically, could the Dodgers sign him to a team-friendly deal and he could resume his role as a utility player? Yes, that's possible, but you know the Dodgers want to open up that second base for Gavin Lux, and they already have Chris Taylor to play that utility spot. So I think that Kiké Hernández, you saw him hint at the fact that this could be the last run with this Dodgers core. I think he was well aware that this was his last season as a Dodger, and I think you'll see him playing elsewhere in 2021. And then there's Joc Pederson. This year, Joc had a down year in 2020. He hit 190, OPS 681, had 7 home runs, but he had a really nice postseason. In the postseason, he had an OPS of 991. Then the World Series, he went 4 for 10, and he had that big home run. You know, the home run where he reminded the Rays that they don't want that smoke.
They don't want that smoke.
When it comes to Joc Pederson, it's very similar to Kiké Hernández in a lot of ways. He's a player that you would love to have on your roster, just not as an everyday player for this current Dodger team. Now, there are teams out there that can use him as an everyday player. Just ask the Angels, who tried to trade for him in the offseason. I think you'll have suitors for Joc Pederson, and I think it'll be sad to see him go, but he's another guy that needs to have the opportunity to play every single day, and I think he'll get that opportunity. Now, do the Dodgers have enough power from the left side? Of course they do. But losing Joc Pederson, you're losing Mr. Joctober, right? They call it Joctober for a reason, and he's got that clutch power, and he's got the ability to come up big in big moments. So if you could find a way to keep him on this roster, it would be nice, but something tells me he's going to sign a pretty nice deal with another team and have an opportunity to play every single day. So when it comes to Kiké Hernández and Joc Pederson, to me it feels like they're ready to go to college. It's like parents sending their kids off to college. They're graduating from the Dodgers. They're going to go play for another organization, and they'll always be a Dodger. Once a Dodger, always a Dodger. They'll always have that 2020 championship ring. But let me know down below in the comments, who do you want to see the Dodgers bring back? Kiké Hernández, Joc Pederson, Blake Treinen. You can even say Pedro Baez, Alex Wood, Justin Turner. Let me know down below in the comments, which Dodger free agents would you like to see them re-sign? Let me know down below in the comments. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com.